Hey class, I'm going to go through things for fall 2020 course. Things are a little bit different these days, of course, but fortunately being online, we're all doing pretty well. We're all doing the same thing. I just want to go through the things that are important in terms of going over things like the syllabus here. Let's take a quick look at the syllabus, and I don't need to go through everything. Here's the course information. You can see descriptions and competencies. Here's what I wanted to point out. We've got discussions that are 30% of your grade. It's like the attendance, of course. And this course during week 2, week 5, and week 7, there happen to be 2 discussions. That's just the way it goes. They're smaller and easier. So there's discussions. That's one part that's really important. You got to stay on that every week. First discussion has the rubric on what you're supposed to do. Second thing is there's media quizzes in MindTap and interactive quizzes in MindTap. The media quiz, you're watching a little video, maybe looking up some things, and filling in some answers to questions that are asked in a box. The interactive quiz is a multiple choice. You get one shot, you're graded automatically into the grade book, and that's what's going on there. The next thing we're going to do is an import project, and there's 3 steps to that. Step 1, and here, let me pull it up under course material. Let's take a look at content. This is the actual class that we're in. This one's not dated. Project details right here. Import project in 3 parts. I'll pull it up. It's right here. Part 1 is going to be a discussion tab. What are you going to import? Let's talk about it. Throw out some ideas, put 3 or 4 things out there that you want to import, and discuss it with your peers. I'll jump in on the discussion and say that's a good idea, or maybe that's going to be challenging or something like that. The second part is to do some research on what you're finding. Where's that product made? We're an international business. It's easy to find. I'm going to show you how to do it. There's a lot of guide here in this final import project section here. Part 2 has some tips on how to source and some very good resources to go through, as well as basic Google searches. And then part 3, so part 2 is going to be due, I think it's in week 12, but we're starting it in week 5 or 6. Week 8, we're talking more about it. So that's kind of in the middle of it, is gathering, sourcing information. And then we're going to get some feedback to you. And then part 3, you're putting it all together. Pretend like I'm a boss, and I'm saying, go out and make this somewhere and bring me imported product. You're going to report on what you found, how it's done, what's happening there. This is real business. This is how it's done. I do it all the time. During the last March, COVID was coming, and I decided to import thermometers, and I sold about 1,000 non-touch thermometers. So it's easy to do, and we're going to learn how to do that. This is like a really good real-life hands-on experience, something you can actually go out and do after taking this class. So that's what the import project is all about. That, again, is located in this part right here, okay? Let's see. Let me go back to the syllabus real quick and talk about one other thing. It's going to be an interview assignment. I want you to find somebody to interview who's in business and international business. I got a list of a couple of questions. You can come up with your own questions, but it's basically, what are some tips to success? What are some things that you would suggest somebody to get experience in finding that career path and things like that? So that's an interview assignment. That's the whole thing. It's 100%. That's the whole deal right there. Grades are pretty basic. You can look through the academic stuff, the academic honesty, how to do well in the class. Let's see. These are important dates. You always want to have a look at dates. And if by chance you have to drop, you can do it you can do it by September 8th and get your money back. After September 8th, you can't get your money back. You can still drop by November 21st if perchance something bad happens, something disastrous, and you can't finish the course for some reason. You can drop and not take an F, but take a withdrawal before November 21st. Those are important days. I suppose the last important day is December 17th, or December 14th when things are due, and I'm putting grades in on the 17th. I probably need them in the 16th. Last thing on this is a course plan. This is a good idea to show what's going on. The nice thing about this course is that there's 15 weeks, and I think there's 16 chapters. So basically, we're doing one chapter a week. So if we're in week 8, go to chapter 8. It's very easy that way. What I have is here, so projects are going to be discussions. Like I say, there might be a second discussion. This one right here has a second discussion. Week 5 has a discussion, maybe week 7 here. Over here, each week, you're going to make sure to read the chapter, do the Mind Tap interactive quiz and the Mind Tap media quiz. Those are going to be graded directly to the grade book. A lot of times you should get full points for those. The interactive quiz you will miss and you can't take it again, but it's only 10 points a week and you can just study the book and you've got all the answers right there. So you should be able to do pretty well on that. Participating every week on discussions, look for week 1 for the rubric, the media quiz, Mind Tap quiz, and then this import project, and then a final interview. That's all we're doing. That's the whole course. So the discussions are going to be interesting, and they always relate to the chapter that we're in here. I've got a couple of Conference on World Affairs panels. One of them I'm a moderator on. That's kind of fun. But those are some videos that you're going to watch. We're going to watch one video. It's a movie called The True Cost. Once you watch that, it's super interesting. It's a well-made video. You'll enjoy that part. We can have a discussion about that. So I think that's it. I want to just go through everything. And I know that we've looked through the course material, the content tab. Some of my other videos are showing that. Here's the content tab. You got your getting started, your textbook. These final project details, I might move that down so that we can go right into week 1, week 2, week 3. Remember, we've got a Thanksgiving break around here, and then we come back for just 2 more weeks before the end. The course goes a little bit longer than usual. Let's see, I've got some PowerPoints down here. Let's see how many PowerPoints. I think I have most of the chapters up for PowerPoints all set up. Yeah, there you go. Got a lot of PowerPoints. And those flashcards I mentioned are out there if you want to use those. So, welcome to the class. This is going to be great. I think international business is a very important subject to understand and know about these days. So, I hope you enjoy the class. Keep in contact with me. You can call me, text me, email me, anything. Be happy to hear about what's going on and see what you got going. So, thanks very much, and we'll talk to you soon.